So TJ, tell me a little bit about what you do and your acting of yours. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I've been acting since I was 5. I absolutely love what I do. And so I do a lot of work on film and television. I have a new movie coming out on October 9th, The War with Grandpa. And I also do a ton of voice stuff for kids shows and different things.
Okay, tell me a little bit about this movie coming out in October.
Yeah, so The War with Grandpa is I might be a little biased, but an amazing movie. It stars Robert De Niro and Uma Thurman and so many other industry legends, and I'm so grateful to have gotten to work with them. And it's about this grandpa who has to move in with his daughter because he gets into a little bit too much trouble on his own, and so he moves into his preteen grandson's bedroom, which of course is a huge fiasco. And in all of the grandson's preteen glory, he decides that the best way to win his room back is to start a prank war. And it gets a little bit out of hand, and I play Emma, who is the grandson's best friend. And obviously, I try to be a voice of reason, but I get pulled into all of their shenanigans. And it's so much fun, and I'm really excited.
And what attracted you to the role?
Yeah, so it was my first ever comedy, and I love challenges. I love trying new things. It's one of my favorite parts about what I get to do. And so I think, obviously, the fact that I got the chance to learn from so many legends really drew me to the role as well, and just to the project in general. But Emma, she's such a fun character. Um, and I mean, she's the only girl in a group of 3 other boys, and so it was just a lot of fun. It was something different, and I wanted to try something new.
Very nice. And you also do voice acting for kids. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so one of the biggest ones that I did was I played Little Red on Super Y, which is a kids show. Um, for like I think grade like kindergarten to grade 1, and I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I mean, for that we did it all the cast was in a room together, and so the energy is amazing, and I love doing voice stuff and just seeing it be turned into cartoons and bring smiles to little kids' faces, and it's pretty cute.
That's my goddaughter's favorite television show. Every time I go visit,
Really?
that's what's on the TV. Yeah.
Honestly, it's been around for a long time. I think I was in season 3 before my voice got a little bit too low. And so I absolutely loved it. I mean, I missed it a little bit, but I loved Little Red. And so getting a chance to play her was amazing.
I could imagine. Yeah. And you probably reach so many little kids. Do they recognize your voice sometimes or?
Sometimes, actually, I used to take the GO train to go film every single week. And so for like 2 years. And so one time I was talking with my mom, and a little girl came up to me and she was like, she saw that I had my script sticking out of my bag and it said Little Red. And she was like, I recognized your voice. And my dad says that says Little Red. And so I got to sit with her and talk with her about how she loved um, Super Wide. It was honestly amazing.
Oh my gosh, I could imagine. I mean, little kids love that kind of stuff, and you probably made her day. And what else are you up to these days? You have any other projects going on?
Yeah, so the War with Grandpa, obviously, and as the industry starts to open back up again, I'm really looking forward to getting back to work. It's been a little bit, and it's been a little bit slow, but it's opening up, and I'm starting to be able to get more auditions and see filming going on, and so I'm really, really excited about that.
Nice. What would be your dream role to have?
Since I was little, I have been told that I really look like Audrey Hepburn,
You
especially in
do. Yes, you do.
makeup. And so I started researching her when I turned like 10 because I was like, I know who she is, but like, who is she? And so I honestly fell in love, and her story is incredible. And so I think my dream role would be to play her in a movie about her life, um, because her story is so interesting, and I'm really drawn to interesting stories.
Yeah. You know who else you also look like? Marlo Thomas.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's a big time actress from the 60s, and now she's doing a lot of work with St. Jude. Her father's the one that owned it and
That's
founded it,
awesome.
rather. Yeah. So, and what advice would you have for people that want to go into acting that are around your age?
That's such a good question. I think my biggest advice would be to train as much as possible. I love anything creative, and so I try to be a part of anything creative. And so I take dance classes and vocal lessons and improv classes and whatever I can find. And I think it's always come in handy. And I think it's really important. And so just train as much as you can and learn as much as you can. And then the other thing is read good books, because I think reading good storytelling makes you a better storyteller. And I mean, books are one of my very favorite things. And I love good stories. And so I think it's something that has really helped me evolve as an actor.
And what are some of your favorite things to read?
Oh, some of my all-time favorite books would be Little Women, for sure.
That's a
A
good one.
wonderful book.
Yes.
One that's really good. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. I think it's a Canadian writer. It's called The Orenda by Joseph Boyden, and he is an incredible writer. And it's been one of my favorite books for a really long time. But I really love historical fiction books, and fiction in general, and I pretty much read whatever I can get my hands on.
Nice. Do you read books on a Kindle or do you read them actual books?
I like to get my books from the library, or there's a local bookstore sort of in my neighborhood. And so it's called Epic Books, and I absolutely love them. I'm definitely a regular. And so and so I really like to have physical copies of books. But when I go on set and stuff like that, I'll usually get them as ebooks on like a Kindle or something so that it's easier to transport. But it's a little bit of both.
Good. And tell me a fun fact about yourself that might surprise your fans.
Oh, a fun fact about myself. I think that might be that I am a huge musical theater fan, and I have been for a really long time. I mean, I think I know every single word to the Hamilton musical. And so, yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that about me.
Nice. Did you watch it when it was on Disney Plus too?
I did, and I got so lucky. They actually came to Toronto, the Philip tour, and so I got in to see it in February, like 2 weeks before it all shut down. I'm extremely grateful, and it was incredible. I mean, getting to see that live was a dream. It was amazing.
Yeah, I hope it comes back once everything starts opening up again because I
Me
want to see it too.
too.
Yes. And what are you watching on TV these days?
Oh, a big one. I actually started watching Grey's Anatomy because I needed something that was long, because at the beginning of quarantine, I think I finished like 7 different series in 2 weeks. And I was like, these 10 episode things, they're too short. I need some more. But one that I just finished was 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. It was incredible. I mean, me and my brother grew up watching Karate Kid all the time. And so really nostalgic, and I loved it. What are some other ones that I've been watching? I'm trying to think. I mean, obviously, got to watch the second season of The Umbrella Academy, which, again, I'm biased, but it was amazing. And a whole bunch of different stuff. I kind of flip-flop through genres and stuff like that.
Nice. And anything else you want to tell your fans before I let you go?
Oh, I think the biggest thing would just be thank you so, so much for all of your support, because I could not be where I am today without all of them, and I'm super grateful.
Nice. And where can I find you on social media?
So I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and I have a Facebook page. My Instagram and Facebook are under TJ McGibbon Official, and then my Twitter is under TJ McGibbon.
Okay, we'll send you a follow as well. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.